Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I just did 9 holes of golf. Yeah, 18 holes in one. But I guess if you're here, it's time for another episode of The League Show.
Game week 3 draws to a close, and that means it's time for another league update. Let's take a look at how the table now looks. Sticking in first place is me, with Jack also maintaining second place. Moving up to third is Mikey, who pushes Danny down to fourth and off of the podium. Sophie moves up to fifth place, pushing Phil down to sixth. The bottom four remains unchanged, with Goodenough in seventh, Emily in eighth, James in ninth, and our bottom bitch leaves us in 10th place. Our MVP of the week is Mikey with a massive 72 points. Now, let's take a closer look at the successes and failures of our teams. Bamford, Salah and a captain D'Antonio help Supreme Serpentry hold on to the top spot, with Diaz and Grealish providing some very welcome support. Jack also makes great use of Salah, Bamford and Diaz, with Luke Shaw also helping to boost the score. Richarlison and Rice, however, fail to reach their potential. A captain Jamie Vardy alongside Wilson and D'Antonio help Mikey push up into a podium position, with only Rice letting the team down. Salah and Tony are the clear standouts on this team, with a number of disappointing performances across the pitch. Jesus, Salah and Grealish are the main point earners for Winchester United. However, Saka, Holding and Kufal prove less than helpful in this game week's efforts.
Here's a word from our sponsor.
Don't be a nonce. Protect that bonds. Wear a helmet, you muppet.
Hi Mikey, welcome to The League Show. Great to have you here. How are you finding the atmosphere of the league so far this year?
No, not at all. It's great to be here. Yeah, as for the atmosphere, it's been brilliant so far. We're only 3 weeks in, of course, but with the additional people, I'm imagining good things for the rest of the season.
With the league being double the size this year, how do you see that impacting results?
Yeah, a lot more players means a lot more competition, so that's going to obviously increase the prestige of the league. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be good.
Let's take a moment to talk about your processes for picking a team. How do you go about deciding who makes the cut?
Oh, well, that's quite a simple process, actually. As far as I'm concerned, the way I go about it, I create a team at the start of the campaign, and then I make changes that will actively make my team worse. Now, granted, it's not a good tactic, but that's what happens to me, I guess. So, yeah.
This year has been good for you so far. Do you anticipate the success continuing throughout the year?
Absolutely fucking not. No. Oh, you wanted more? I've got nothing else. Sorry, yeah, no, it's just not going to happen, mate. Cheers.
And last but not least, care to offer a guess who will take the coveted top 3 positions and who will be our bottom bitch of this year?
That's a brilliant question. I think first has to be you, because it's always you. That's just the nature of everything in this league. Second and third, anyone's guess really. I think Jack is a solid choice for second. I reckon he's got it in him if he just applies himself, like everything in his life, especially sex. And third, I'm going to back myself and say me. I think things have changed this year. I think I'm going to pull this out of the bag and finally finish not last. So that's what I'm hoping for. As for bottom bitch, look, if it's anyone other than James, we all need to, well, commit mass suicide, I guess, because it would just be unacceptable. No offence to James, of course, but his team is the worst team I've ever seen. So, yeah, James.
It's been great having you. Thank you for coming onto the show, Mikey.
No, thank you. It's been a real pleasure. Can't wait to see what the rest of the season brings. All right, cheers. Thanks.
Wow, great stuff from Mikey Bear. But now, let's continue with our evaluations. Let's go. Son, Bamford and Cresswell are the main points earners for Phil this week. However, the rest of the field fails to make any significant impact. Antonio, Bamford and Reguilon are clearly the most valuable players on this team, while players like Jota and Alonso let the rest of the team down. Emily has opted for a back five this week to mixed effect. Shaw and TAA reward Emily's trust in them, whilst the rest let her down. Wilson and Jesus make up for those mistakes, earning Emily a respectable 50 points. James continues to defy expectations with a massive 4 blanks on the field, however a captain Jesus keeps James from that bottom bitch position. A strong back line of Shaw, Cresswell and Diaz is let down by a disappointing midfield. Bamford up front brings in some much needed points, bringing Lee to within reaching distance of 9th place.
Well, that's how our table looks at the end of Game Week 3. Remember to get your changes and your transfers in and saved by Saturday 11 AM, and as always, I hope you have fun in this coming week.